And we are live. Hey, good evening, and welcome to Eric and Live with Eric and SoSo. I am SoSo.
And I am Eric. Man, it's good to be here. It's good to be in the seat again. Oh,
It's
that's
good
what
to
I
be
was
in the
looking
seat
for.
again. We done had 2 weeks off, but we got a new time from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Now we in evening time, real evening time. Almost time to give y'all a good show before you go to bed.
Absolutely.
So then you
Absolutely.
go to bed. Don't go to bed arguing with your spouse after you see this show. All right. Don't go
Listen,
to bed asking your spouse or your loved one, hey, did you ever cheat and why? Don't ask the questions we ask. We're only able to ask these questions because we safe. All
exactly.
right?
We are definitely safe. And and don't be blaming us for what, listen, just
This is
write
our
notes.
disclaimer. Give us a disclaimer, Eric.
Man, the disclaimer is it ain't my fault. It ain't so fault. Y'all had a problem long time before this live. So
Do not bring us for y'all issues. All
no
right?
emails, no inboxes,
None.
none of that.
No subpoenas to court. None of that.
Man, and I'm not gonna be saying allegedly all night either. So I'm not
I'm
doing that.
speaking straight facts
Straight
tonight. All
facts.
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Everything
Nah,
is what I'm saying. It's 100 tonight. All
man,
right?
that,
I'm
that's what
blaming
we
y'all.
need.
Who said
That
they blaming
exactly
us?
what we need. It, what somebody say? What they say?
They say I'm blaming y'all. Let me go into the see. It says they got a. Let me go into the see who's who blaming us. You can't blame us. We are not. We are not responsible for any other Cynthia. Janarius, you can't blame us. We are not responsible for anything that happens in y'all household after we come off. All right. So today's topic is a fun topic. I'm loving this topic right here because I put this on the unfiltered page on our live Eric and SoSo page, and we asked the people, why did you cheat? If you honest and you admitted that you cheated, why did you cheat?
Right.
These comments are deep. Some of them are funny, some of them are deep. So like I said, we was gonna read out the people comments on the show, and then we probably maybe talk about if we cheated or and why if we did.
Wait
All
a minute.
right, we're gonna be full transparency here. That's all we talk. It's
I'm
just
looking
I
at the
know
show
nothing.
notes, and I'm looking at the show notes, and we ain't said nothing about no transparency. You set me
All
up
I
again.
know is transparency. That's my middle name. So transparency. That's my name.
That's the T.
All
That's the
right.
T. Okay, I got you. I got you. Hey, I'm gonna roll with it.
All
Now, if y'all
right.
see
So
me, if y'all see me doing this, it is not because of the topic.
it is the topic. He's sweating already.
I'm already sweating. Man, what a hell of a night already. All right.
We didn't start yet.
Hey, so thanks for joining us tonight, man. We'll see y'all next week.
No, not at all. Drop my phone. See what you just did? Hold on, y'all.
Man, we are
Yeah,
already turned up. Boy.
we are. We already screwed
Hey,
up.
can I
But
can
anyway,
okay.
but for real though, thanks for joining us, everybody that is joined in. It's gonna be a good show. This is gonna be a interesting topic. So
Make
yes,
sure
we are definitely.
y'all share this out. Make sure you share it, like it,
Please
do all
share it.
that good stuff.
All that good stuff. All that good stuff. Somebody said, "Sierra, you got to take control over the comments on Facebook because I'm trying to read the. You got to take control of our live comments because I got to read the comments off the post.
Okay.
So because it's saying like Facebook users, it's not giving the people names, so we can only see their names on when we're on the live.
Okay.
You see them?
What as far as on the live, I have no comments as of
Uh
now.
huh. The
Okay.
Cynthia said, "LOL." Janarius said, "I'm blaming y'all. I don't know who this is that said now. Don't be scared. Don't be scared."
Oh
Somebody
man,
said
listen, I'm
if they
already
have a reason to
scared.
cheat, they really have a reason not to stay in a relationship. I'm just saying, could be. Who is this? I mean, can y'all say y'all when y'all comment? Can y'all comment y'all names also?
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't see the names. But
because you all
we
have to
do see
like
the
they have to
comment.
like log into oh here, I probably can do both. All right, so
Okay.
that was okay. Janaria said don't be scared. Eric, don't be slacking
Listen,
your slack.
man, I'm already
Cynthia
scared.
said Cynthia was the one that said the reason they cheat, they if they have a reason to cheat, they don't have a reason to stay in a relationship. Cynthia, we're gonna have to get
Mm,
into that. We're gonna have to get
man,
into that. I'm gonna have to talk on that. But we're gonna go into the comments. The first comments. Okay, so Pop Warner, he said that she cheated on him. So I don't know if that's the reason why he cheated, because he cheated because she cheated on him. And I will
okay.
tell you, we got a couple of those comments. Because they were cheated on, they retaliated. It was like revengeful cheating.
Mm, man,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, keep
Howard
going.
Julius said bad sex.
Bad sex.
The sex wasn't good. He had to go find something else.
Okay, now who said that?
That
Julius
was Howard Julius. Julius
Howard.
Howard, I guess.
Now,
Howard Julius.
I mean, man, is there such thing as bad sex? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
there's
ain't
a
never
such thing as
experienced.
bad sex,
It's a such
unfortunately.
thing. Okay. Well,
Yes.
I guess I'll be quiet then, because
If
you
you're
know,
too
that's
little and you can't hit the middle.
that's out of my area of expertise. So I don't know nothing about that. Now,
If she ain't got no walls and you just straight fall, it's
wait, if she, I ain't never heard that one. If she
I just
ain't
made
got
that
no
up like
wall,
right
you just
now. I
made
just
it
made
up.
that up right now.
So you're a lyricist, okay? Okay, I got you. I got you. That's an original one. Okay, so
That's
she
the
ain't got
original
no
piece from
walls.
SoSo.
Okay, well,
That's
I guess
all.
I guess there is such thing. Now, the way I'm looking at it, by the time if you came to a climax, I think you should be happy. Now that's why I look at it. But hey, I'm from the old school.
Yeah, well, some people fake climaxes, Eric. So here's another
Some
Eric.
women do
Yes, because the sex is bad.
because the
So
sex is bad. Gotcha.
so Eric White said she stopped doing what attracted me to her. Period. No communication. So you
Mm,
cheated because why not just talk to her and talk to her about it? Like, hey, I noticed like you going. She might have been cheating too.
yeah, yeah, man, yeah, yeah, yeah.
If she
And
stopped doing, when a woman stops, either one, you doing something to her that made her stop, or somebody else is giving her what you are lacking to give her, and so she stopped with you and started with him. So you should have been asking those questions, honey. Eric, you got to ask the questions.
you
Hey,
gotta
why
ask
this?
the
Why you
question.
stop? What's going on?
I mean, because it could be just anything. It could be, and I was listening to a guy earlier today, and I can't say I disagree with him, but his angle was when it comes to a woman, and I'm gonna say maybe his woman, but it could be in general. You can help me out with it. He said for a man, you have to start if you want to have sex at night, you have to start the foreplay that morning. Okay. And so, he talked about how the whole process from early this morning, like sending text messages or doing things, whatever, speaking to her love language. That is the proper way in his mind. That was the proper way to have a successful sex life.
He must have a little penis.
Wow. Wow. Let me, okay. I wasn't ready for that response.
You ain't got to do all that.
Yeah, you don't
Do
have to
all
do
that.
okay.
You ain't got to text me all day. I come home, we doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't got to do all that. He had a
See,
little cock, and so that's how he was able to work his way up to her. He had to have sex with her
yeah,
mentally first. He had to
right,
freak her mind first to get her in
right,
position for his little penis.
right.
So that's
I'm glad I don't know this guy personally, but but here's the thing. Now, so because what you're saying, if the sex was good, or if if she was desiring it, then she was gonna be ready for it. So he
she's gonna
had to
be
do
ready for
something.
it. Like it's because sometimes like when the sex, like the intimacy and foreplay is already good, like automatically, like you done had it before. It's not like it's the first time y'all had it.
Right.
The woman, thinks about that like throughout the day, like, and she wants it again. You don't have to keep stimulating her mind, getting her ready for it. If you already done put it on her, and you know what I'm saying, and she knows what's coming home to her, you ain't got to stimulate her mind all day long. I mean, yeah, good, nice text messages and stuff like that. That's beautiful. Everybody wants that, but that don't mean
Absolutely.
that's going to turn a woman on. What turns her on is when it's physical. You know
It's
what
a
I'm saying? Mentally,
physical
yeah,
thing.
she's loving it. To me, my opinion. Brianna
Hey,
says
wait.
that man sounds like he understands intimacy. Brianna man sounds like he got a little cock. Emotional intimacy.
But I feel
Girl, you
Brianna.
gonna make me choke. Yeah, I can't.
Definitely.
Intimacy versus sex.
So
Yeah.
okay. Now the girls are talking about intimacy, and I'm feeling it. So now there's a difference between having sex and being intimate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can
It
we agree
is.
there?
Well,
Okay,
it's
so
definitely a difference between intimacy and having sex. You can be intimate without sex.
what do women want?
Both.
Okay,
We want both.
want both.
But
Okay, that's fair.
we don't. He's saying, but he's saying that in order to have great sex is to start at the beginning of the day.
Right,
You
because
can have great sex and you text me good morning, and when you come in and you busy throughout the day and you coming home, we didn't already had sex, so I know sex is great. You ain't got to work me up for your great sex.
I'm feeling, and because you can have great sex in a one night stand, but you know what? Even a one night stand, it was a build up, or could have been a build up. You know what I'm saying?
It
You
was a
could have
build
been
up from the
flirting.
bar and with liquor.
Yeah. Which I don't even know if that counts, man.
Same reason you don't eat chicken every day. Who said this? Hold on. See, I gotta let me go into these
you know what?
comments.
That's funny
You
because
bad? You
I was
bad at
talking
reading the
about.
comments?
I love chicken, but you know what? Sometimes I don't want
Deontay
it.
Johnson said the same reason you don't eat chicken every day.
I feel you, Deontay. Man, so
Okay, let's get back to get some of these comments. I told you we be getting like we going into intimacy, and we so we asked about why people cheating. So
man.
Jeremiah Dean said, thought I was having my cake and eating it too, but in reality, I've effed up with the best thing that came to my life. To this day, we are
Mm.
not the same. This happened in 2011. So
So
he's still with her.
I was finna ask. They still together, and
They must
and
be still be. They must still be together.
and when did he cheat? What
I
year?
don't. It said it happened in 2011, and he
2011.
thought he was having his cake and eating it too. And until he's found his relationship isn't the same, so she's with him, but she's probably making him pay for it. Well, she's better off probably
Mm.
just leaving him, because why put him through the planet? Why go through that and be unhappy for all these years because he cheated?
Yeah, yeah,
Who
yeah,
is it that
yeah.
say human beings are not created to be monogamous? Hold
Wow,
on now.
that's yeah. Well,
Deontay Johnson said human beings are not created to be monogamous. Well, that's
yeah.
what I put a post up about men. Men are not created to be monogamous.
Now, how you gonna just put that on men? Because see, you
Well, that's
told
what
me.
I'm not saying that. And somebody, I was watching a video on Instagram, and I forgot who
Uh-huh.
it was. I put it on our unfiltered page, and he said that men are not created to be monogamous. Men are
Okay,
created to have more than one woman. I don't
you
agree with
told
it.
me. You told me so on a couple of shows ago that women cheat as equal or maybe even more than men, and I'm still shaking up over that comment. I haven't been right ever since then.
We just a
So
little more. We just a little more.
yeah,
It's me just
yeah.
a little. It's not just me and sis. It is well majority. Because look, when I had this conversation at work, so
Uh-huh.
I work at a radio station, and we were sitting at the station, and we were talking about polygamy and polyamorous and all that other pop more than one thing.
Right.
And I was saying like, hey, maybe if what I'm saying, the right one don't come, I might, what I'm saying, one man having more than one man, because you can't get it one person in everybody, right? And so the guys told me, nah, it don't work with women, because ain't no man gonna be with a woman who with more than one man, because a woman is different, because her body, what I'm saying, she got things coming in her, too many partners coming in her body, and a man is basically it's kind of different from a woman than a man. A man is more acceptable because a man is supposed to procreate with different women. And they was talking about when you talking about building families. Actually, me and my nephew had this conversation the other day, and he was saying like when it comes to having families, the woman you got to wait 9 months to get that woman pregnant again. The man can
Right.
go and sow his seed over the place. So it's more so for the man to be in a poly relationship than a woman. It's not it's not fitting for
Right.
a woman to be in a poly relationship. So
I
poly
got
is
it.
more for the man.
Right. So,
So
um, I think that I actually see a shifting to where women are actually promoting this type lifestyle. And
the
now
poly.
yeah, I mean, now I mean, and here's the thing: they're not even saying, "Hey, I want to be the other woman or a part of the women." They're saying, "You know what? No, I want multiple men." You know, and
Mm-hmm.
and so I don't understand. I don't understand that dynamic. Well, you know what? Let me take that back. I do understand it. And so the question would be, do should we become a culture of people that just say, you know what, it's okay to have multiple partners? Would that make everybody happy? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it sounds crazy, but we do know that there it's happening it's happening in relationships.
It is.
So if you made it, I'm not talking about the state or government legalized, but if you just
Mm-hmm.
made it legal in the relationship, and with that bring harmony and stability to the family. I
So
think
I
I
worked
think it's
with a
fair to think
Nigerian
about.
nurse. I worked
Hmm.
with a Nigerian nurse, right? He was
Okay.
telling me how about polygamy. Now we done got off TV. We talk about polygamy. But anyway, so he's telling me about polygamy. And he was telling me like how the USA makes polygamy sound so bad and make it sound like it's only about sex when it's really about family and creating and multiplying a family
The
and
strength
business.
of it. Yeah.
He said you do have several wives. The man does have several wives.
Hmm.
And you have the wife that stay home with the kids, and then you have the wives that actually go off and work, and the man goes off and work, and so there's multiple incomes in the household,
Hmm.
and so there's multiple kids and multiple income in the household that helps grow the household and helps build the family. It's not
Hmm.
all about sex. See, the United States, when we think of poly, we're thinking of multiple sex partners too. You know what I'm saying? We don't really know the real thing of poly. So he was like literally breaking it down because I was asking like, is it true that you Nigerians? A lot of people talk about Nigerians and y'all have multiple wives back at home. He said, yeah, we do have multiple wives at home, but it's not like how the United States make it seem.
Right.
So if you can't never, you're never gonna find everything you want in one person. You never. It's always gonna be
Okay.
something missing that you desire from somebody.
So I
So
think I
if you,
think you're getting into that 80-20 rule, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm,
I'm gonna read out now. This is from Psychology Today, and they listed the top 8 reasons why we cheat. And I'm gonna
mm-hmm.
start at 8 and work my way up to my way up. I'm not gonna do all of them at the same time
You
because
can
I
work your
want to
way
talk
down.
about it. Yeah, I'm gonna start at 8 and go up to 1.
Okay, you go down
Okay.
to one. You know that, right? Up is 9 to 10. Down
Man,
is 7.
that just blew me. I told you I've been on medication all day. So however this is, I'm gonna start at the least reason to the to the most reason. Okay. So
Okay.
number 8
All right.
is because of sexual desire. They say about a
Mm-hmm.
third of the participants, 32%, reported that they were driven to have an affair because of their sexual desires. Okay. Number
Mm.
7 was not feeling committed. The lacking love and lacking commitment is to a current romantic partner are both tied to a general feeling of a relationship. Okay, they may go hand in hand. In terms, they are committed. Nearly about 41% of the participant indicated that they have low level of commitment to their romantic partners. And then number 6, and we can talk about these. And this was one that I ain't gonna lie, I can kind of get with this one, okay? And
Mm,
that was out of anger. Okay.
mm,
What this was this was not the most commonly cited reason, but anger played the role in the affairs of about
hmm.
43 percent of the case study.
I can agree
Okay.
with that.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that is probably I think all reasons for cheating is kind of weak. You know what I'm saying? With that.
Hmm.
Okay. Um, but the reason why I said it, because I know in my personal situation, it was always
Oh, are we
something.
getting to why we
Yeah,
cheated?
listen, you already called
Are
me
we
out, so
going there
I'm gonna
already?
do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm
We're
gonna
going
do it
there already. Okay, okay.
because I've been delivered. Okay, but here's the deal. Here's the deal. Um, so when you have I mean, not just like, okay, we had an argument and now I want to cheat. No, I'm just talking about, you know, that it was a situation of like years of not being expectations not being met, and then all of a sudden but that kind of led into a resentment. That resentment led into an anger, and so you felt justified because because of that. Now so and I'm saying it, but I am talking about me, and but like I said, it is a bad reason. You know what I'm saying? But it is a reason why I can kind of say, you know what, I can see why that made the list. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got
So
bad.
is it like you said, no reason for cheating is a good reason, right? So
Yeah. I
are
mean,
you
I don't
sure?
know.
Like,
I got family. My mama could be watching this. I got folks watching this. Of course, I got to say that.
you make
Come
me
on now.
disappear in my virtual
You,
background.
you already set me up with this transparency thing. Now I'm sweating again. Come on.
Now you said again. No, we got some comments for some from the people. So this is from Cynthia Johnson said, "I will always be faithful to mine. My plan is to make God as proud as I can, and sex is something special, not a hobby to me." Okay.
Mm, I respect.
Okay, and Deontay said, "Women feel the same as men; they just carry it differently." That's true. Soul ties go both ways, not just from women being entered and men entering. Okay,
Mm,
we can deep up in these comments.
yeah, that was deep.
And then Brianna
Brianna.
said, "These adequate gender stereotypes kill me, especially concerning sex."
Okay.
Yeah, it's true. It does. It's a lot of these type of stereotypes concerning sex, but fortunately, Deontay Johnson says women should learn to be okay with men cheating. If you look at the numbers, women outnumber men. Somebody is going to have to share. A lot of women are going to have to buy a dog and die alone. It's kind of a numbers game. I can almost I agree with you
Yeah.
on the numbers because unfortunately women does have it bad because our men are either dead, in jail, married, gay.
Mm,
So we don't have a big percentage of straight single men that has it have something going on for themselves that's what I'm saying. We got a lot of men that's out here looking to be taken care of. We don't have a lot of men that wants to provide no more. So we are in a shortage of men.
okay.
But sharing, I'm stingy. I'm like genuine.
Hey, come on
I'm
now.
selfish.
You learned how to share back in the playground.
We learned how
So
to shut a baby down, not a man. We never shut our Ken
why
down. We never had two Barbies and one Ken. Wait, we did have two Barbies and one
why
Ken.
would why would you fight it now? Why not just go ahead and just relax yourself and just get
So
along with
when
the
I
flow?
want my man, when
Deontay,
I want my man to come home, he can't. He can still come to my house. He can't come to my house because he with old girl. But then he like, okay, I got you Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. She get and maybe on a Saturday, and then she gets Sunday, Tuesday and Thursday, and you know what I'm saying. No, it's not a
listen,
jobs work schedule.
but just think about it. That you can have that forever.
But you know what's so crazy though? See, men say, okay, I want poly or whatever. I want to date multiple women. I want to date you and I want to date her. But they don't want you dating him and another him because they can't stand the fact of thinking about another man inside of his woman. You know what I'm saying? It's all a sexual thing. And they can't stand the fact of thinking about a woman having sex with another man. But
Well,
they want you to be accepting of them having a girlfriend and you sharing him with his girlfriend. But when you say, "Well, can I have a man too?" Hell no. So
and there's a problem with that. What's the point you're making?
the point
I
I'm making is you can't have your cake and eat it too if I can't eat some of that cake.
see. Here's the deal.
Give me a
You
slice of that
can.
cake.
You
We
can.
gotta
You
make a deal.
can.
If we gotta make a deal.
See, and I'm being funny, but all you got to do is agree on it.
Good reason and excusable reasons are two different things. Come on, Brianna, come through. Who said
Hey, Brianna, and by
who
the way,
said stop? Oh, Nikki said stop.
Bree coming
That was
hard.
Nikki. This Bree
Brianna coming
coming
hard.
hard.
She coming hard. She
Deontay
ready.
said, hold on, somebody put 100. That's you, Daisy. And this is Deont. Who is this? Deontay said you either gonna be the woman who knows or the woman who don't. It's really that
Mm,
simple. That's true. Unfortunately, it's sad. Not all men think like that. I don't care as long as we're honest, Deontay. So you won't care if if the woman you sharing your with another woman with have another man on the side also. Wow.
well, I'm being
Why
honest. I mean,
share love if make a person feel not good enough?
wow.
Because it's crazy. It's crazy. But
Yeah.
it happens a lot. They have a reality show called Side Chicks, y'all. There's a reality show about side chicks.
You know,
That's how crazy it is.
yeah, it really is crazy. It's now, I have a biblical foundation,
No, all I need
and
to know is if she's coming home. She gonna come home when
Deontay
the
said that.
next day.
Devontae
Yeah,
said
she's
that.
coming home the next day because she with her other boyfriend that night. And then the next night, or she might give it 2 nights because she don't want to be with the dude and then another dude the next night. So she might give it about 2 or 3 days. Then she gonna come home to you.
He said that's
Is
fine.
that's fine? Because you gonna be with your other girlfriend, right? So you ain't
Yeah.
worried.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you listen, man. I have said it. I have said it a long time. As long as everybody's in agreement. Now, that doesn't mean that I agree with it. Don't get me twisted. But what I'm saying,
Eric,
every
you showing
every
your
family, listen, every family unit has the right to define, their boundaries. And and within that, there is no judgment. Now, so that's just how I look at it. And that's why you got to be careful when you look at relationships and say, you know what, they are wrong. Well, no, if they all good with it, then how could it be wrong?
But as Deontay said, you may be the woman that don't know.
Right. Yeah, but you got to know if this is gonna work. It's gotta be all in the open. It's man, it's time.
That's you. The woman that don't know is the main woman. The woman that know is the side chick. That's
The
how it
side
go,
chick be
Deontay.
knowing.
Usually,
Yeah.
the side chick knows. That's why she's a side chick. She knows.
Well,
Men like the thrill of cheating. Who said that?
I think that that's
Yeah.
that's an element too. And I'm gonna just say this because there is a place where men are really involved with the chase of
Thank
the
you,
women.
Tiffany, for signing in so we can see your name. Nikki said men like the thrill of cheating.
Complete
Honestly,
transparency.
it
Nope,
well,
not complete. I can only
complete
give y'all so
transparency.
much.
I give complete transparency, and I'm gonna
I
give
already
some
gave my.
transparency I'm gonna give some transparency later. I'm
I want to get mine
gonna
out.
be
I did the best I
transparent.
could. I did the best I could. That's all I got.
I'm gonna give a little. I'm gonna give not all details. I'm gonna say it, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna like how you watch true stories and they say some characters can be fictional.
Right,
So
right.
the characters in my transparency is gonna be fictional. Who's making love to your old lady while you're out making love?
That sounds like a song, right? That was that's an old blues song. That's an old blues song, but that's an
You
accurate
know,
song.
Eric, I need you to be on these comments. I'm like back and forth from that comment to this.
Yeah, because
Let me see.
I don't see
You can't click on it?
I only yeah
No.
I don't.
Oh, that's Cynthia.
Oh, I
Cynthia said
got you.
who's
I
making
got you.
love.
I got you.
Yeah, all you
I
gotta do is
got
click on it. Just turn it down.
Yeah, I
So
got you.
that you
Okay,
can
I
read the
see it now.
comments. Good, because I can read I want to read the cheating comments. Okay,
Okay.
so we're gonna go back to the cheating comments. Um, so I read so
Hey, we got 8:32,
Tosha,
8:31.
Tosha Latrice, she said, it's my girl. Hey, Tosha, I love you, girl. Okay, so she said, way back when I was 19, Payback cheated after he cheated a couple of times. But then I realized after this shit it's pretty exciting. But then her, I realized here this shit is pretty exciting. Then it ended up being a case of starting something he couldn't finish. I didn't know how that made me feel though. When the smoke cleared, I felt like I gave away my dignity and self respect, and for what? After that,
What?
I never did that again. If you cheat, I'm simply out. So she revengeful cheated.
Okay.
And then she was like, "Oh wow, this is she Nikki said, men love the thrill of cheating." She was having she loved the thrill of cheating. It was exciting
Right.
to her. But then she didn't realize that how it made her feel, and really inside it kind of made her lose her dignity. And so she was like, she started losing her dignity and self respect. So after that,
Absolutely.
she just, saying I'm not gonna cheat no more. If a man cheat on me, I'm just out. Period. I'm not gonna revenge for cheating. This a lot of revenge for cheating. Latricia said, I cheated because he cheated. I was young, but I learned my lesson. I learned from my mistakes. Just walk away because it's not a good feeling.
Mm-hmm.
John Bronson said he cheated. As much as he's been cheated on, he cheated because the person was trying to change him and didn't really know him. He said, or I felt very disconnected after I've explained that we come off as two very different people and seemingly getting upset at things we know we do to one another. And yet the situation does not change or show signs of change.
Sounds like he was ready
Yeah,
to move on and just
yeah, he should have
and
just
just
ended it.
he just should have ended it because
He sh-
that I mean I get it. Some of this stuff is like, man, really, you cheated because of that? I
yeah.
mean, some that's why I say I can understand why, okay, when you find yourself you have cheated, okay, you can look back and you can start processing, because that's what I had to do. I had to process and say, okay, this is why I did what I did. This is what I was feeling
Mhm.
when I was going through that. And but that was after the fact. Now I can
Right.
say that some people, would go out, especially, like somebody say the sex is bad or whatever, but they purposely went out and they say, you know what, I want to get something different.
Well, the thing is, if the sex is bad at home, how do you know the person you're cheating with, the sex is gonna be good? So then you have bad sex with this person, and then you go cheat again because you're trying to find good sex. Maybe it's not the person you having sex with. Maybe it's just you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna keep going out to find good sex.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How do you don't know? People don't wear good sex on a outside. You don't know who
Because you
you're gonna have good
forgetting
sex with.
it's a lot of it is the thrill of the
The
chase.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so let's say that that good sex really means exciting sex, or bad sex means boring sex, or what about the
I'll
sex
say
is
Johnson is.
what about the fact that you just you don't excite me, and because the sex is boring, so now I love you and I don't want to leave you, but see, it just don't even sound
Spice
right
it
coming out
up.
of me.
Spice it up. Now, if we had, and you know what's so crazy on my Unfiltered podcast, we had this conversation about if you had somebody who really was good to you, who loved you, who cared for you, who was like one of the best people you've ever dated, but the sex was whack. Would you leave them, or would you spice it up? Make the sex can be made great. I mean, even the guy with the little cock. You know what I'm saying? You can teach him how to work his cock. You know what I'm saying? I say cock, penis.
I'm just cringing every time you say it. But go ahead. Let me.
I gotta fall back into the background real
Hey, listen, she from
quick.
Chicago, y'all. All my Southern folks, you know what I'm saying. Listen, it's hey, that's what Northerners get you, okay.
so So yeah, so it's like you can teach a person how to make love to you. You know what I'm saying? Like you can teach them how. Maybe if the guy if the sex is bad with the guy because maybe he can't hit the middle right, he have a tongue. Do
Yeah.
that for a majority of the time, and then put it in. Then she climax. You're good. I know
Wait
I'm
a
going a
minute.
little deep. I'm going a little sexual. I'm
Wait a minute.
sorry, but
Somebody
this
somebody
some
told me this.
sex bedroom tips. All right, some SoSo's bedroom tips. Okay.
Wait, I'm laughing because I just heard this. So I don't know where it was, but somebody said if it's so much if a guy is doing so much oral sex, it's because he has a small penis back.
That
They
is
actually
true.
said that's true. Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
So you do that until it gets she almost get ready to climax, and then you hurry up and stick it in, and then now she's satisfied. So she don't even know your sex is bad too much because you didn't let her climax and you didn't gave her a lot of head. So women, I don't know how we have bad sex. Like I don't know. You do Kegels. You just gotta tighten it up throughout the day. I do them as I sit down every day. Just tighten it up. Tighten it up. Keep it tight. Do ketos while you're intimate with him. Tighten it up while you're doing it. That's my sex tips. Y'all welcome. I'm gonna save some marriages tonight. So it's
Now there is who said that lazy sex? I can't see that one. But yeah, because there is a such
let me
thing
see.
as
How you
lazy
can
sex.
Deontay said lazy. He
Like
also
there,
said you have to be coach. You have to be coachable in order to be good at sex. Kind
exactly.
of, unless you just automatically naturally have good sex.
I mean, you can,
Cynthia
and
Johnson said hurt people, but I don't know. But it don't make it better. It make it worse.
mm,
And then
yeah,
you're supposed to be reading these
absolutely.
comments.
Yeah.
And then Deontay said, women force men into these situations by not being able to accept the truth. Men never meet a woman and say, I want to be her friend. We are all visual, but we come at you guys on the truth. Y'all say you must think I'm a hoe. That's when the games begin. How
Mm,
about if you come to her with the truth and she's not accepting it, you move on and not be with her and be with somebody who's going to accept your truth. Because if she's telling you she's not going to accept your truth and you still be getting a relationship with her and then you start cheating on her, that's wrong. Instead of just saying, okay, well, you're not for what I want, I'm going to move on to find a woman who's going to accept my truth, accept the fact that I want to be with multiple women, and I don't have to hide it and cheat because she's going to accept it. Instead of
right.
getting with this lady and then cheating on her after she told you she wasn't with it. And you might have said, well, if you with it, you are, whatever. I'm still going to be with you, but I'm going to cheat on you without you knowing this time. I tried to tell you, but then that's the
Right.
woman's fault too for being with the man who told him she wanted multiple women. He wanted multiple women. So it's on both of y'all. But I say walk away from her and go find one of these women who allows you to have multiple women instead of hurting her, even though she hurt herself. So the
Right.
same reason, what's up with the eggs? What's the same reason why eggs are $7 a carton just doesn't make sense, right? It makes a lot of sense if you walk away from that woman who don't want to share you. Not knowing how to use that muscle.
Y'all excuse me. I got a bad cough.
Go ahead, cough off, mute yourself and cough. Saying
Man.
people cheat because of bad sex is a cop out. That is very true, Brianna, because sex can become good. That's definitely a cop out.
So I
Definitely
mean,
a cop out.
so okay, can we ask the question, is there a good reason to cheat? Because I'm thinking that they all bad. They all a cop
I think it's no
out.
real good reason to cheat because, but it's always easier said than done when they say, "Oh, just leave, just leave." It's not so easy to leave in certain situations. Like if a woman is in like an abusive relationship,
Hmm.
right, and she's controlled, and it's mentally, so she mentally don't want to leave this man, but then she meets a guy at work who like treats her good. And so she goes and she cheats with this guy, but she's afraid of the guy at home. But she's getting this love and attention from this guy, but she's afraid to leave this guy at home. So she cheats on this guy at home who's abusing her and who's controlling her, who's cheating all over her with the guy at work. You know what I'm saying? So I think like it's not a good reason to cheat, but mentally, it's in a abusive relationship, it's not so easy to just leave. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay, Brianna.
Beyonce, are you asking is there an excusable reason? Because any genuine reason is a good reason. Oh, she's
Mm,
saying excusable. Is there an excusable reason? I just say that's could be the only thing that I can think of as an excusable reason until you get the strength to actually leave. Because some
yeah.
people stay, they done got cheated on, they stay in a relationship, they got cheated on again, they stay in a relationship, they got cheated on again, they stay in a relationship. I mean, look at the guy who said that he cheated and then he's in 2011 and the lady is still with him, but he's paying for it.
Right.
Like,
Right.
so that's like basically he's paying for it, but then at the same time, he's like, well, shoot, she stayed with me all these years. I'm gonna go and do it again.
Right.
She ain't leave. It's been 11 years.
So I wonder, has
So
he done it again? Did he, hey, I did it, didn't
I would
like it.
ask that, but he probably not gonna answer the true question. Because he's not gonna give the true answer.
Right.
So we're gonna cut off though because we did go past the 8:30 mark, and I do want to get into our segments. I do want to have you tell these people how they can keep their bags, after retirement and after death. So Eric, go ahead with your keeping the bag segment.
All right. Keeping the bag. All right. So, guys, listen, there's two major risks that you're going to have in life. Okay. For all my note takers, there's two major risks you're going to have. You're going to either die too soon or you're going to live too long. If you die too soon, guys, listen, you need to make sure that you have your good life insurance. Okay. And if you live too long, then you need to make sure that you have a solid plan, a solid investment. Because here's the deal, guys.
Here's the deal, guys.
People do not
People do
plan to fail; they just fail to plan.
fail to plan.
My name is
Mm-hmm.
Eric
My
Kirk,
name is
and
Aaron.
this is Keeping the Bag with Eric.
Oh, that was a quick segment, Eric. I was wanting more. All right, so that was keeping the bag with Eric. Make sure y'all, reach out to him if y'all need any life insurance, any financial, retirement advice, anything. Hit him up in the inbox, and what I'm saying, let him help y'all out to make sure that y'all family is good after you gone.
Okay.
And now we're gonna go into. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You can do yours.
No, what were you gonna say?
I'm gonna read a comment since you.
Oh, well, no, we're gonna go into SoSo's beauty hack first.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we gotta go to my beauty hack. Yeah. Get over your segment and forget my segment. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this. Catch me off air. Catch me off air, Eric. All right. So we're gonna go into my beauty hack of the week, which we've been missing it for the past week. And I've been wanting to talk about this product. So every time I do a DIY beauty hack, it's always something that you have in your household already. Maybe, or you can get from your grocery store if you don't have it. And it's like, because I know sometimes you can't really always buy the expensive professional product, but you have things like in your refrigerator, in your cabinet, in your bathroom cabinet that you can use to get rid of things on your skin, your hair, and your nails. So help it grow, help it look better, shine, whatever. So my beauty hack for today is something that you usually keep either in your pantry. I keep mine in my refrigerator, or because they be like rotten, smelling the house or whatever. But anyway, it's onions. All right, onions for your skin. Yes, onions for your skin.
Oh
So
Lord.
onions is full of like sulfur and like vitamin A and C, and it's really really good, especially for acnetic skin. All right. So when you get an onion, if you have like really bad acne skin or acne prone skin, I'm gonna teach you. So onions is good for a lot of other skins, but I'm just gonna talk about the acne skin. So onions with acne skin, you can just make it like a mask with your onions, your lemon, and you can add some honey. So how you do it, you take an onion, you cut it up, you whip it up real good into like a paste. You add your lemon and you add your honey, and you want to put it on the spots where your acne is, and let it sit for a couple minutes, and then you wash it off. Onion's gonna give you that clear skin. It's good. It helps with good. It's good with hyperpigmentation and those acne marks that's left on your face. So get you
Wow.
an onion. You may cry a little bit when you're chopping it, but it is really good for your skin. Oh, how do I know this? I'm a licensed esthetician, y'all. So You're gonna get some beauty hacks from your girl SoSo. So we got a licensed esthetician here. We have a financial advisor here, and we're both authors. Yes. So,
Yes.
so
I
there
love
you
it. I
have it.
love
There
it.
you have it.
Man,
Now you can read.
I love your hacks. I mean, listen, the fact that they are, I mean, most of your hacks, you can literally, like go into your kitchen or whatever and do it tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So if
But
anybody, if
cleanse your face first. Don't just put this stuff on your face and the face is dirty.
take
You
the
know what I'm
makeup
saying? Go
off.
and clean. Don't cleanse your face with soap and don't cleanse your face with water because you know regular water ain't cleansing nothing. All right,
Mm,
that's
wow, that's good.
FYI.
That's good. So if anybody try that hack and you got good results, let us know about that. And like she said, if you want to contact me, just inbox me and I can we have a comprehensive plan that we can put you on to help you achieve that goal. Man, so
There
that was
you go.
good. So we left off. We was finna read Brianna.
Brianna's
Um,
quote.
she said, I don't believe that there is an excusable reason. Generally speaking, that is, I believe that there's not a excusable because you got to think, man, that like that person you having a conversation with a person, let's say that was what's the word? I want to say dedicated, but they were, what's the word I'm looking for? They were
Mm,
they never cheated on you. I cannot think of the
okay, they were
word.
faithful.
They were
Faithful. That's
faithful.
the
They
word.
were
See,
faithful.
see
That's the
how hard
word.
that word is. They were faithful.
They were
We forget
faithful.
that word.
That is an important word. They were faithful to you. Now you have to sit there and explain why you cheated. How
Why do
can
you
you?
wait? How do
Okay.
you explain it if they didn't know?
Yeah.
Are we confessing it?
No,
Do
you
you
got to
have to
talk.
explain it? Do you have to tell them? Unless they found out, then you don't have to explain it unless you have a guilt, the conscious, and then you in counseling and you want to marry this person or you're already married to this person and now you feel your guilt, your conscience is eating you up. Otherwise, people ain't telling people they cheated on them. As long
Okay.
as they can get away with it, they're gonna get away with it. But go
As
ahead, I
as
didn't mean to
long
cut you off.
as long as y'all know that we do not share the same views. Hey, man, listen, we don't rehearse this prior to, so she has her own way of thinking. Now I'm joking, but I get what you're saying, because if you don't, you know, but there
You
is a
don't
place where,
know.
I mean, now I remember it was a situation. I mean, listen, I was married 33 years, so I got
It's
a
a
lot of
long
stories.
time.
Did you say damn?
I said that's a long
It's
time.
not a long time when you start thinking about a lifetime. That was a glimpse. But
I
here's the
guess so. I
deal.
never been married for a reason.
And so it was a time where we were split up for about 8 months or whatever. And I was going through some things in my life, and I was like, but it was a place where it was like over with, I
Hmm.
mean, it was just over with. But I was still believing, I was still praying and whatever. Okay, so we ended up getting back together, and but before we did, now I had, now keep in mind we were separated 8 months, and it was like, hey, it's
Mm.
over, it's done, blah blah, whatever.
After 33 years, y'all separated. Or this was in
No, no,
between the
no. This was
33
this was
years.
probably like in year maybe 8, 9, something like
Oh,
that.
okay.
It was a long
Hmm.
time ago. Okay, and so we got back together. But before we got back together, I remember I we were sitting in the couch and I say, listen, before we do this, I got to tell you this. In my mind, I was like, you know what, she's going to say, what, is over with, blah blah, because we didn't split up over infidelity. It was something else that was
Hmm.
happening. But I knew that I had to do this purging, if for myself, what I'm saying. So
Right.
I took the risk and I said, you know what, I'm gonna tell her, and if she decide that she don't want to get back together, then you know what, I did my part, and of course, obviously did, and we got those 33 years, in, what I'm saying. But
Hmm.
so So I think that there is a place where if you really want to move forward, if you really want to say, you know what, I know I messed up, but I really want to get this thing out of me. You know what I'm saying? You got to take. I'm gonna just call it a risk, but you know,
But see, can I say something on that?
yeah.
It's different from when a man confessed to cheating to a woman than when a woman confessed to cheating with a man.
I would
See,
suggest every. I would suggest y'all
men
keep it to
can't take
yourself.
it. It's not that easy. Men cannot take it. It's not gonna go that smoothly. If a woman can sit her man down and say, "Hey, babe, we were going through some things, and blah blah blah, and I met this guy, and we slept together." It's not gonna be like, well, I know it was messed up, and I was an asshole, and so yeah, I understand. No, it's like, hell no, get that, I'm done, I'm over it. You hurt my feelings, you broke my ego. You got emotional ties to this dude now, because women only cheat for emotional reasons, and she probably had no emotional ties. It was just that at that moment she was going through with her man, and that guy, yeah, for a moment did mentally satisfy her and give her things that the man wasn't giving her. But she did not want to be with this man. She wanted to be with her man, but she just needed that moment. But a
So
man ain't gonna deal with it the same if it's told to him, even calmly. Shoot, he might kill her. He might throw her out the house. He's gonna leave. He's not going to stay, and it's not going to be another up to 33 more years of marriage. If a woman is telling a man that she done cheated on him, it don't work that way.
so 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 what should we do? So should that woman just say, you know what, I'm
Don't
just gonna
cheat.
keep this to myself because he's not
Don't
for
cheat.
okay, just don't
You know,
cheat.
they say the best way to not get pregnant is abstinence. The best way to not have to deal with a situation like that is to not cheat. Period.
Okay, I got you. So I stopped off at number 6. Let's read some more of these.
Okay. Okay, go
No,
ahead.
number 5. We cheat to boost our self esteem.
Men.
I can get with that too. I can get with that. Uh,
You
number
men.
number number 4. Situational forces us to cheat, and they got 70% noted that the factors of the situation was the key reason they cheated. Um, so basically,
Mm,
that I mean that's a lot of 70%. For it
mm.
was there's just a nothing, just that situation. And number 3,
Just a
they felt
situation.
yeah, they I
Mm,
mean just say a
that's
situation.
terrible.
Um and they say more than men recognize this as one of their motives. Okay, so there's something that happened, a situation that happened, and he just felt, he felt that, he felt that. Now,
Mm,
number 3 is feeling neglect. I think that
I can see that. I can see that.
yeah, yeah. See, that was kind of in that feeling that I had too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it was, so you had, I know it ended up in anger, but it was a lot of things that kind of led up to that, and feeling
That's what the
neglect.
one guy in the comments basically was like. She didn't get to really know who he was, and she didn't
Hmm.
communicate. He felt neglected. And that's what
Yeah,
a lot of women, I believe that's like more women too. Women cheat because their
absolutely.
men are not, they're feeling neglected by their men. And so they going out looking for someone to give them that attention that the man ain't giving them.
It's funny that you say that because they say more women than men recognize this as one of the motives for their cheating.
I'm a
I
woman.
would I would say yeah, I can see that if especially, and that's why that comment of that intimacy, the sending the text messages in the
Mm-hmm.
morning, saying I love you, whatever throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I can see that being important because
That's very
um,
important, but that don't mean that leads to sex.
a
You know what I'm
great
saying?
right.
That's very important to get. Yeah. But
Absolutely.
it
I,
won't
I
lead
get
to
with
like,
you.
I mean, sex is sex. You're gonna have sex no matter what. If you love
Absolutely.
having sex with your partner, you don't need all that to have sex. But that's very needed to let the person know that you're thinking about them. You know.
Absolutely. All right. So number 2, Man, who gonna admit to
This is
this
number
one?
two. Why you laugh? Oh,
Okay, man, take a guess at number one and two. They do
I
two.
don't know. Big booties.
That's a guess. But and it's actually kind of good though. Number two is for variety. Let's say over
Mm-hmm.
time, infidelity is not a response to a problem with a existing relationship. Rather, it's a reaction to boredom. They said
Mm.
for many people, 74% is a desire for a variety of factors into their cheating behavior. More men explain this um, um, than women. So
I'm
more
sure.
men,
Yeah,
yeah,
I can see
more
more
men
men.
would say
That could
that.
be a more reason.
Yeah, and
Definitely.
okay, so give a shot for number one. Anybody out there want to guess on the number one
But guess
reason?
number one.
Now
Who
here's
y'all
the
think? What's the number one reason? Don't read it yet. I want to see if anybody gonna guess the number one reason for cheating.
we got so
I would
we'll give
love to see that.
we'll
We're gonna
give them
give.
time for that. The number
Yeah, so
one
let's read
reason.
Tim Cynthia's comment. Cynthia Johnson said, "Temptation is the only reason people cheat. No other excuses. It is what it is. People need to know temptation is the devil's playground." I
Come on
wouldn't really
through.
say that to me as far as I mean, Cynthia, as far as a woman goes, like we're not really it's not always temptation. Like with men, sometimes it's I mean, temptation is everywhere for everybody. But most of the
Hmm.
time women really cheat off emotional reasons, for emotional reasons, not really temptation. We can see the finest man out there, but if we got something good at home or whatever, if we are loving, the man at home is kind of like doing majority of what we want, we're not going to go and just sleep with that guy. I mean, you probably get the one percenters of women, but
Eh,
you have women who we if the man ain't doing what they supposed to be doing at home or what we require them to do at home, and it continues, and we nag about it, and they not doing it, and then that's when we go off and we meet. We don't even look. It comes to us, and it comes to us in a form of it becomes something that we need. So men, majority, I'm gonna say 75 to 80% of men cheat off temptation. About 1 to 2% of women cheat off temptation.
okay,
That's
okay.
my story, and I'm sticking to
But you know, every time I hear you talk like that, man, I just remember when you said, man, women cheat just as much or more. I'm like,
we do, but it's not always off temptation. It's basically we just more it's more
well,
off of emotion, but we cheat just as much.
you do
I mean,
know that
honestly,
it doesn't
I
matter. you,
why?
you know, like, so it wasn't temptation. Okay, it's cool now. No, man, it's still
It
you
was
still
something I
killing
did.
me,
Oh, okay, you excuse.
man. You know, now here
That's
now.
why I didn't understand. Like sometimes I'll see, and excuse me for this, I'll see like women who was dating men for years and been cheated on and badly treated, and then they go and they start dating women because of the way the men treat them. But then I see them
Mm,
getting treated the same way by
by the
women
women,
or
yeah,
worse than how they were treated by men, and I'm like, well, you went the wrong way because women are worse than men. Like you stand with that man because that woman she done got about 5 other women. You probably only knew about one. And so
right,
it's
right.
like,
Man, boy, I tell you, man, we need help. We need help, man. I thought we listen. This topic here, man, it has showed me a lot about the world, and we need help. We need Jesus. We need you now more than ever.
but it's
But
true. It is so true. So anybody figure out what is the number one reason why people cheat? What do
it's it
y'all think the number one reason is? We're gonna give them some more time because I see other people coming in too.
okay.
So, what is the number one reason as to why y'all think people cheat?
And and
I
and
want. I want to know.
and I'm gonna say this because this right here never gets on anybody's radar. But if anybody that's been following me over the past 10 years, me working in the area of relationship coach now, and I don't even know at this, I don't even know if I should tag myself as a relationship. You done messed up my whole brand tonight. Listen, man,
Hey,
but here's the deal, man. I have identified that I don't care what the title is. Um, I can trace that back down to selfishness.
Mm.
There's a we have a selfish gene in our body, and at some
Mm-hmm.
point it rises up and make us do those things, that maybe for whatever reason maybe we wouldn't normally do it. But listen, I don't care. I've been saying this for years. Selfishness is the number one relationship killer.
They think the number one reason why people cheated is it?
No, it's not the number one. It
Okay,
never.
I'm like, you done gave it away.
No, nobody
Now
nobody ever talks about that. Nobody.
who is this person right here, Eric? Can you see the comment?
Uh, no name on that. No name. I don't see
Is
any
his name
name.
on it? Shaking my oh, that's Cynthia.
The
She
Cynthia.
says
Okay.
shaking my head. How you don't see the name on the live? You gotta click on the live
No,
on your
I don't.
Facebook. Shaking my
Yeah.
head. It's all the same. Men is more tempted by looks and women more tempted by conversations. Pretty much, yes, that is true. That's very true. But yeah, it is a lot of selfishness is one of the causes of yeah, definitely I experience selfishness in my relationships. It's like do for me and I'm gonna do a little for you, but just to keep you a little bit satisfied, but I want more from you than
So
I'm gonna
you
give you.
feel when I say it, right? You feeling that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, just
Yeah.
because you think about it. How can you successfully cheat? You know, without being selfish. In other words, you cannot be thinking about your spouse at all
You do.
to successfully
You think
cheat.
about the person when you cheating on them. Your conscience, if you have a conscience, your conscience kind of come in, but then at the same time, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
they done made you mad or they done did something, a situation didn't happen or something like that. So I think they come in your head maybe either before or after.
Right. I mean, that's why I use the word successfully. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have that thought, but
Mm-hmm.
that thought should, it should regulate you when and maybe it's not. Maybe you shouldn't look to your maybe you're not looking at your spouse. Maybe you should look at your vows. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should look at your commitment. But something happens and you throw all that away and you only start thinking about yourself. And even if you say, okay, well, I'm mad at her, or I'm mad at him, well, but you still thinking about what you want at
You
that
want.
time. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That this is
That
my
is true.
brother Elvis.
Hey,
Um,
Elvis.
he said, what do y'all all say cheating is? Ooh, man, we hadn't
Cheating
even.
is we were supposed to talk about like the mental cheating and the physical cheating.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Thank you, man. So
my cheating is basically anything that you are doing outside of your relationship that your husband or your wife or your significant other
mhm.
does not agree with, approve on, or is not know has do not know about. So I feel like if you are in a new friendship with the opposite sex and you are confiding and getting emotional attachment to this person that you haven't even had that attachment with your spouse or your significant other. And then also if you're in bed with that person. So there's different ways to cheat because sometimes like I feel like if I'm with you and it's hard for you to open up to me, but you meet a woman, just meet her, and you're opening up to her, you're mentally, emotionally cheating on me
Wow.
because I don't know about this woman. I don't know about your relationship with this woman. I don't know how you're handling this woman a little more gentle and you're trusting this woman way more than you're trusting me with your feelings.
Mhm.
So you're mentally and emotionally cheating on me.
So is that a deal breaker? He
That
did, and
is
no,
because
no
why
intercourse.
be with me if you don't, why be with me if that's something that you want to your significant other to be able to trust you with their emotions, with their feelings, everything. We talked about this how men like fall back and they fall back and don't really express what they're going through with their woman, and then the
Mhm.
woman feels some kind of way. So just imagine if they don't express that with the woman in their home, but they're outside expressing it to a woman that you know what I'm saying that's not in the home that they're not with. They're
But
trusting that
you
woman with
but you
their
want to
feelings
go
way
on.
more than they're trusting. Hmm?
and you want to go on record and say that is a bona fide I'm leaving you situation.
I wouldn't say there's a bona fide now. If I found out about it, now mind you, say okay, scenario. You know we love
Okay.
scenarios. We're married or we're in a relationship.
Okay.
You're going through something with your family. All
Okay.
right. You're at home and you're kind of standoffish, and I'm just constantly asking you like, "What's going on?" And you're blowing me off. You don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
But we work at the same place. So now I hear you in the break room sitting next to a woman, and I hear you expressing your feelings and everything that's going on. You're telling her everything that's going on with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, damn. But I asked him and he didn't want to tell me.
Wow.
That shit hurts. Like that hurt my feelings. And then if
Okay.
I talk to you about it and you start making excuses as to why, then I'm like, well, why are you with me?
Right.
Because like,
Right.
why are you with me if you don't trust me with that, but you trust Samantha from customer service? You know,
Samantha Samantha listens to me.
you never gave me the opportunity to listen to you.
I
You
have.
never came out. I asked you what was wrong. I have to wait 2 weeks to hear what's going on with you.
The last time
At
you
that time, I don't
judged
care
me.
no more. At that
Yeah.
point, 2 weeks now later, I don't care no more.
Yeah. The last time I tried to have this type conversation with you, you judged me and you hurt me. And now I don't
But
feel
what if I
safe
didn't?
talking to you.
But what
Well,
if I didn't?
the
What if I
scenario is
didn't?
saying the scenario
No, you
is
can't
saying
change
you
the
did.
scenario. You're trying to,
There's a
now you're
reason.
trying to make me, no, you're trying to make me the cop out.
I'm giving you some accountability to look at.
No, because
Yeah.
sometimes people do this with no account, with no reason behind it.
I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong. Okay.
Why am I
Because
wrong?
you want to say that he's not emotionally
Connected to me.
connected or
Mm-hmm.
but Samantha, he has it with Samantha. So we do know that he is capable of sharing his emotions. So something must have happened to where he don't feel safe to sharing with you.
Maybe he's trying to get into Samantha draws, and he already got mad. Maybe that's what. Maybe that's what happened.
Now, because he wants he wants number two
He's wanting to
variety.
emotionally attach himself to Samantha to get in her bed. He did with me. He in my bed every night.
Right.
So I could have been the best listener in the world, but now he's going to stop talking to me because now he wants Samantha to listen to him. And if he
You
already
know,
expresses to me, it's not going to come out as heartfelt and emotional as it would the first time he's telling it. So he want to tell it the first time to Samantha so she can really feel his emotion. That emotion ain't going to come out the same when you say it twice. It's not
but
always about the draws, Elvis, but most majority of the time it is about the draws, Elvis. I'm
you know,
sorry. It is majority.
listen, man,
85%
I'm
of
just
the
over
time
here
is about the
laughing.
draws.
No, I mean because listen, sometimes some guys we really do need a safe. Now I will say this so I can be very, so I'll be transparent with this.
I haven't
Guys,
been transparent all night, but you've been doing
what
transparency all night, so I just felt like you do it for both of us.
say
So
Tiffany said, let me see, Tiffany said it leads to the draw. So
exactly, Tiffany.
I
Thank
guess you're
you. Thank you.
I, I guess you're going to something. So since Tiffany said, I'll leave that alone then.
Thank you, Tiffany. It
But
does lead to the draws because now she's emotionally connected. Now she starts to get feelings for him because now she feels like he's opening up to me, like he must feel something for me or whatever, and so now she's feeling like they got a connection. So now she wants to build something with him. Although even if he just openly feels more comfortable with her, he's opening the door for her to start getting feelings for him,
so listen, I'm gonna
even
just say
without
it anyway.
intention.
I'm gonna just say it
Say
anyway.
it
I don't
anyway.
care. I don't care at this point. I don't care anymore. Listen, it's, guys need a safe place, and
Mm-hmm.
if you're not, and that safe place, I'm not just talking about judgment. I'm just, the safe place could be a place where what I want to just share with you without you. Maybe I don't even want input. Maybe Samantha is just not. Maybe Samantha is just listening. Maybe Samantha is just saying, you know what, I could either go and pay $100 a session for a therapist, or I can talk to Samantha, because at the end of the day, he's coming back home to you. And for you to say that's a
Not the
deal
same.
breaker,
Not the same. Not the same.
it's,
So would it be okay if she went and talked to Matthew and not you? Would it be okay? Because you didn't listen and you
we
judged
already
her.
established
Would
it
it
don't
be
work both
okay? No,
ways.
I'm saying, what's
We
good for
already
the goose is good for
established
the
that.
gander. So would
It's
it be
no,
okay
no, that never
if
worked.
I went and talked to Matt from Human Resources,
Listen,
okay, and
Matt
not
about to get
you?
his head blowed off.
Exactly. Samantha finna get smacked upside her head. You know it ain't cheating if you talking to your brother, if he talking to his brother Elvis. Now nobody trying to be. Elvis, don't patronize me. You know dang well it ain't cheating if he talking to you. If you talking to your brother versus me, okay? Because I don't talk to my sister.
So right, I
Brianna
mean,
said. Brianna said, "This is what happened when you generalize genders. Exactly because
mm,
you think all men are monoliths, and you can see when a
monolithic.
man's intentions are misconstrued."
Mm,
That's for you.
yeah. Listen, listen. My vocabulary ain't that big, so it wasn't for me.
I just
I
saw the
could
misconstrued, so I figured it was for you. Like,
okay. I was still trying to pronounce that M word, so
me too. Can you break that down in Webster Dictionary for us? What a monolith is, Brianna? You're a little too more educated than we are. I
yeah.
got an associate's, so I didn't go all the way to the bachelor's or master's.
Hey,
So can you break that down for us?
that is
So
so
Tiffany
funny,
said, "This
man.
is what happens when in the relationship." Communicating is lacking on both ends. That is so true. But as I said, but every time men cannot handle what they do to women when a woman does it to them. This is why if you don't want it done to you, and this is why I'm reading most of the comments in the "Why Did I Cheat" section is because the other person cheated. So if you can handle it, don't do it. If you feel like you can't talk to me, if it gets to a point where you feel like you can't talk to me, we need to go to counseling and get that fixed. And if it's not fixed, we need to end it. Because if I can't be your safe haven, then why are you with me? If you can't
Yeah,
confide in me about anything, why are you with me? If you can't cry to me over a death, why are you with me?
yeah. And here's the thing. This is why I say selfishness is the number one relationship killer, because you just
Mm-hmm.
killed that relationship. You did it. That relationship is done now because you felt the need to be selfish, because you got
Mm-hmm.
your all equals all
Monolith, let's
men.
put this on the screen. All men. Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
So that was for
Let me read
her.
that
That was
over.
for her.
Can I read that over because I want to read it with the
Yeah.
definition in it? All right.
Okay.
This is what happens when you generalize genders because you think all men are all men. You can't see when a man's intentions are misconstrued.
So you can't see.
I'll
You
send you
can't
the link
see.
so you can come on this so you can explain. Yeah, it
Can you send
message
it
you
to
this
her?
link.
Hey, Brianna,
But
come
you
on
want
right
to come,
quick.
Brianna? You want to run on to the show real quick? I want to send you the link so that you can come on here and explain your comment because we both redundant at this point. Because
Hey, listen, and just for the record, man, y'all catch my show on Sunday, because I'm gonna have Brianna on my podcast on Sunday, and we're gonna be lighting it up.
I
So
can't find Brianna.
monolithic means everyone is the same, and
You
okay,
read it.
that's what
There we
okay.
go. Okay. Oh, that's Tiffany. Okay, thank you. So let me read that again with the root with another definition. I just want to get the understanding of
Because
okay,
I know it's
because I know
good.
she's talking to you. This is what happens when you generalize genders because you think all men are the same and can't see when a man's intentions are misconstrued. Okay, so who is that? That got to be directed towards you because men is it's still directed towards you, right? Brianna, be on my side
Hey, listen,
because I
man.
don't think all men are the same. I think there are. I know
She
a
just
lot of
sent me
good
a
men.
she just sent me a personal message, and she just said it was towards you.
Really? I don't think all men. No, no, no. I don't think all men are the same. No, you lying.
I'm just kidding.
I'm like, wait a minute. I don't think because I witnessed good men, and I have one of my really good friends. He is such a good man, and I be wanting to hook him up with women, but I don't. The women I be looking at, I'm like, no, I don't trust you with him. But
Right.
he's such a good man, and women treat him so wrong. They treat him so wrong, and it's like I be like, women say they want this good man, but when they get this good man, they treat them so wrong.
Right.
But then he get with a lot of masculine women, and so that's why what I'm saying, like you get these alpha females or whatever, and then they treat you like that because he's not a full alpha male. And I think he need to step up his alpha game so that he won't get
Oh
treated
Lord.
like the way he get treated.
Man, that's a
That's
whole
to
nother
he said, Alpha
broadcast.
said that's to you. That's to you, Eric.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that
Listen,
he's talking to you. Because that ain't to me. Because I don't think all men are the same. I know there's some good men out there, but a lot of majority of the men cheat, and they
majority.
use majority of men have those representatives that use them women to get to their psyche, and then once they get that woman, they don't care about the woman's psyche no more. They
Well,
just.
I mean, I think
But
they
there's some
get to
good
that
men out
point,
there. I've been with some good men.
and and they get to a point, and they realize that what, I did not, I met your representative, I did not meet you, and then once they get to know
Hmm.
you, I think it's okay for a man to pull back, and
No,
normally,
we meet your representative.
now, well, you're gonna always meet the representative, uh,
Elvis,
so yeah.
you're not welcome on this show anymore
I
because you're gonna stick with your brother no matter what. This is bias.
that,
This is
that's why I
bias.
didn't even say
This
anything, because I knew he was finna clear that up.
I knew
So
he was talking about me too, but I wanted to say that he was talking about you. This is bias, Elvis. You're supposed to be. You got to look at both ends of the spectrum. Okay, you got to look at it from a female's eye and a male's eye. But I don't think all men are the same. I don't. I think there are men. I think men needs to find. I think everybody needs to find their person. You know what I'm saying? Like, or meet their person. Like, as long as you're with somebody that you're unequally yoked with, it's
mhm.
not going to work. There's going to be cheating. There's going to be, what I'm saying, lack of communication. There's going to be, whatever, because they're not your person. Because I believe if they're your person, you're not going to cheat on them. You're not going to distrust them with your emotions and your feelings. Like it's gonna be your safe space. They're gonna be they're gonna provide peace in your household. They're gonna make you want to come home. You're gonna enjoy everything about them if they're your person. If they're not your person, then it's gonna be like these hiccups, this cheating and all this stuff. So I don't believe every woman is the same, every man is the same. I literally just said that um I literally just said that women, what I'm saying, are cheaters. Like when I said women basically date other women because they got cheated on by men. Hold on, let me turn my camera display for a second. They got cheated on by men and they get cheated on by women. They stop dating men and then they get cheated on by women. So
Absolutely.
yeah, so I don't think I don't want y'all to think that SoSo think that every man is the same, every man cheats, every man this. No, I do not. I don't think that at all because I've dated men that's that was good. It just didn't work out for us. That they didn't cheat or nothing. There are other issues that happen. So no, every man is the same. I've got friends that are great men to their women.
Do,
So I don't think that.
do you
I'm
believe
just
that
talking about in general,
right? Do
like
you believe
the
that
scenario.
once a cheater is always a cheater?
Huh? I wouldn't even say that. I don't think once a cheater is always a cheater. Because I
Okay.
think that, like I said, when that man, if he cheated on you,
Mm-hmm.
it's because you wasn't his person. A man can cheat on you, and then y'all break up, and he'll get with another woman, and he would never cheat on that woman. I believe
Okay.
people do change for the person they want to change for. So no, I don't think
Mm.
once a cheater, always a cheater. A
Right.
woman
Right.
could have
Right.
cheated on a man because emotional reasons, right? And she
Right.
cheated on him. And then
Right.
she met another man who gave her everything she was looking for, or most majority. Nobody can give you everything.
Right.
Majority of the things, and she never cheated on him. So no, I
Right.
don't think it's so. Don't like misconstrue. Like sometimes I say stuff for content. All right.
Right.
So, so we
Yeah,
got to
we
keep
do
it
that. We do
interesting.
that. We do that. We do that. And nobody want to take a guess at the number one, the number one reason based off of
Nobody did.
this report.
Ho-
Nobody want to take a guess.
hold on. Can I read Brianna comment? Because she said this was for me. Brianna, we supposed to be on the same team, girls. You know, you see Elvis and Eric over here getting up on me now. The comment was for you, so me and Reese, Maureen reached out for other people, women for emotional comfort and sexual interest, because being weak in front of his woman comes with more damaging impact than we'd like to admit. I don't think if he can't be weak, if he can't, I don't want to say weak. I'm sorry, but your personality. Though. Thank you. I wouldn't say being weak because of it. A man expresses his emotions to his woman. Don't make him weak. You know what I'm saying? It makes him human. It makes him trust. It makes his woman trust him. So if he can't feel vulnerable, I would say vulnerable more than weak. If he can't be vulnerable to his woman, then he shouldn't be with her. If he got to go outside of his woman and feel more comfortable being vulnerable to another woman, then why would it be? It shouldn't be damaging to him. If you're with this woman, especially being with this woman, especially when you've been with this woman for years, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you've been with this woman for years,
Uh-huh.
and but you can't be vulnerable with them. Then you shouldn't. Why are you with her? If all you can do is just be the provider and be the man of the house, and you know what I'm saying, but you can't be vulnerable when things happen. You can't show emotion. You'll feel weak if you're vulnerable. Weak Being vulnerable is not being weak.
Listen, I get it, but here's the deal. Um,
What's the deal, Eric?
the deal is, I talked to a lot of men who have said the minute that I showed that vulnerability, she used it against me. Now, how
They're
many
with the
times?
wrong woman.
Yeah, of course, but how many times you think that's gonna happen to where he just takes on the stance that I'm not going to share this intimacy with her?
How about if you feel that way, talk to her about it or go get counseling. Why, if you got to go outside of your household to feel comfortable sharing your vulnerability with another, why go to a stranger? Go to your mama, go to your brother, go to your sister. If you
Now,
feel you
really,
can't
do
talk
you
to
really want
her,
to do that? Do you really want to go
I'm
to
just
a
saying,
family member?
if you really, because if a woman, as I said, if a woman did that to you,
Mm-hmm.
you wouldn't understand it. And it would be no explanation for it. If a
True.
woman went to another man to express her emotions because her man is going to go and throw it in her face or whatever she expressed to him, you would not be able to handle it. You would not. It would never be an explanation. Men always want women to understand their reason, but y'all never fully want to understand a woman's reason when we have the exact same reason as y'all sometimes. So how about avoid that? Especially if you know, I'm telling you from a woman. If I found out that my man went and confided in another woman because he felt he couldn't talk to me, that hurts me. And if I told you it hurts me and you still went and did it, that's disrespectful to me and our relationship. That means that you don't care about me.
No, I get it.
You
I
know.
get it.
So
Especially
I'd
if
rather
it was
you have went and
communicated.
talked to your brother and expressed those feelings to your brother than finding out you went to some woman at
See,
work or wherever and expressed the feelings to her.
see that. See
Because
now,
now all you
now
do is open the door to this woman to allow her to think that you want to be with her.
now, when you say brother, are you talking about brother like that's my homeboy, or brother like that's my
Yeah,
blood?
your brother, your homeboy, whoever you feel like,
See,
whoever your best friend,
that's where you
whoever you
messing up
go and
at.
hang out.
That's where you. Oh man, see, I would have been with you if you would have said you would have talked to your blood brother, whatever, family member. Although I don't recommend that. But here's the thing. So your main concern is the fact that it's the opposite sex.
If it's a stranger, it's not just the opposite sex. If he was your sister, if it was a friend you had before me, you know what
Okay.
I'm saying? But you going out and you're expressing your feelings to a woman who
Me and
you don't
Samantha
have
been
no
work.
ties to,
Me
huh?
and Samantha been working together for the past 10 years.
That's okay. I don't know Samantha.
But she's my work wife.
And that's why you're gonna be you're gonna be household divorced.
Oh, that's
You're
funny.
gonna be household divorced to be with your work wife. Okay?
Oh man, hey, listen, listen, man. I'm just telling you, she plays your role while we at work, so I can have some type of peace. So you
If
should
you
be
can't
thanking
have
her.
peace at home, don't be with me. I am not your one. I'm not your person. If you can't come home peacefully to me, you need to
Uh-huh.
end it. I am not your person. Why are you
Right.
staying with me if you're going outside for everything else? What are you coming home for?
Listen, you forgot the fact that I genuinely love you
No,
with
you don't. You
everything.
can't say you generally love me. Well,
Just
you can
because
generally love me, but are you in love with me?
I
Are you
never
in love with me?
understood that. I never understood that, and that's a flaw in my character. I can't process. I'm in love, but I'm not in love. I don't understand. Sound the same to
I
me.
love you. I love you. I love you, Eric. I
Okay.
love you. I love you as
Okay.
a person. I love you as a friend. I love you. I care about you. If something happened to you, I would be so my life would just be saddened.
It sounds
I
like in
love you.
love. Sounds the same to me.
No, I am in love with you. It's an emotion. It's a different type of feeling that you get from somebody that
Mm.
it's a difference of being in love and love. It's a whole different emotion.
Well,
Sorry, to keep turning around. Keep telling yeah,
well, I don't. I get it,
it's not
but
gonna
I
move all the way
don't
in the
get
living room.
it.
It's almost over. But
But the,
it's like it's totally different. So you can genuinely love me. It's not genuine. If you
okay,
love me, you trust me.
yeah, and but here's the thing. Um,
So
I don't think that you should. I don't think you should
Boston's
play a whole
go
lot
ahead.
into that
My
scenario
favorites.
of talking with Samantha because at the end of the day, whether it's love or in love or whatever, I'm still coming home to you.
Eric, fuck Samantha. All right, excuse my
Not
French.
literally, not
If
literally.
that's French, because that's what it's going to lead to.
It's
Samantha
not. It's not.
offering
It's not.
Samantha, you are opening the doorway for Samantha to feel like she has you. She felt
Okay.
if she saw it, we went to the holiday party together, the Christmas party together, and she saw me with you. Samantha looking at me like, yeah, she thinks she got him. He talking to me every day. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm finna get him. Oh, he's really mad. Like she feels she's one. You just let her one up me. You let
Wow.
her one up me,
Okay.
and you don't
Okay.
even realize that you did that.
I guarantee you
I got a
that's a
virtual
female
background of you.
thing.
It's not gonna see you. Oh, good.
Yeah, Elva, yeah, yeah. Wow, exactly. Wow, because
No,
that
it's true. You literally. I would kind of say fuck some.
no,
But
I maybe I think it's because
the
of the
one up.
reasoning. Yeah, the one
It
up.
is. It's true. It's very true. If a woman, some women, they love that shit. They love when they know this man got a woman. And they love when they know that they getting this man's attention. And they love when they see this man with his woman and they know the relationship that they have with this man. And they looking at this woman like, yeah, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, you got something with him, but you ain't got what I got with him. Because you're telling her, I can't talk to my wife like this. You're
Now
telling her, I'm so happy that I got you as a friend that I can open up with you because she not gonna understand. My wife ain't gonna understand me, and my wife is gonna throw it. You're telling her all of this.
now here's
So
now
now you're
I'm
building
gonna
up
agree with you. I'm gonna agree with you.
you
If he's having that type of conversation where he's comparing the two, he's out of line. Simply because it shouldn't be anything. I mean, I think that he should hold his wife, like to a sacred, place to where she should not ever think that she's, one up in his wife. You know what I'm
but
saying? Now,
my thing is you don't even realize that you're doing that. Because if anything, if you're lifting your wife up on a pedestal, the woman's
mhm.
gonna be like, well, why are you over here telling me all this stuff? Why you ain't telling your wife? If you're like, oh, well, my wife, she's the greatest person in the world, and I love her, and I love going home to her, and she's like, well, why you over here with me? Why you ain't talking to your wife about this? So ain't no way this man is lifting his wife up. This man is telling her, I wish I could talk to my wife about this. Every time I talk to my wife about this, he's not only venting about what's happened, why he's venting, he's now venting about his wife. He even got so comfortable with this girl that he got used to talking to her. Now he feels so open to her that now he can talk about what's going on in his household. So now
And
she's really feeling like she has you. And now you're really opening the passages for her to feel like she's going to get you. She's falling in love with you because women falls off emotion. She's
so
falling in love with you. You don't even know it.
and we can
So
and this is all before sex. This
this is
all of this
all before
connection,
sex.
all before
This is
sex.
all before sex. This is leading up to it.
This is this part of the process. Okay, I
This
got
is
you. I
part of the
got you.
process, and you don't.
I got
And
you.
when you might not even have that intention, might not even be your intention. Your intention is that you feel more comfortable talking to this woman than your wife. But in her head, she's like, he's gonna leave his wife for me.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, in my experience, that regardless of what she's thinking, she I, I'm I'm not emotionally attached like that. Now women
Mm-hmm.
may get emotionally attached, but this
Exactly, we
conversation,
do.
I am not emotionally attached to it. I'm having a conversation, whatever the case may be. So whatever you're thinking, you really have, it really don't even register on my radar simply because there's no way I'm going to leave my wife for you, ma'am. I'm not
She
doing
don't
it.
know that. And guess what?
But
As
I
long
know
as you
that.
keep confiding, but you not know, you don't even realize what she's thinking in her head at that moment, at these moments,
It
at
doesn't
lunch on
matter to
lunch
me.
break. On your lunch break, she look forward to lunch breaks with you.
Okay.
Now it gets to where she's ordering 2 salads. You know what I'm saying? She got 4 breadsticks.
She
You
breaking me.
know?
She breaking me my food and everything. Boy, I tell you, man,
So,
y'all.
so don't think I completely disagree with you because I don't. Some things are valid. I say, Elvis, is valid in my head. All right? I'm always right. No, I
Man,
was kidding.
listen, man. I get it. I get it, man.
But
Uh,
honestly, she don't. You're not realizing what you're doing because, like I said, women are emotional creatures. You know what I'm saying? We are very emotional. We're built off emotion. And so when we have, especially if we're single, or especially if we're going through, is if we're going through like a situation, she might be having an issue at home, and her man
mhm,
don't open up to her like you don't open up to your woman. So now
right.
she got this man who's opening up to her, and now her man might say, "You're not a good listener. You throw stuff back in my face at me." The same reason why you're not opening up to your wife. So now she's like, "I got a chance now. I'm gonna listen to this dude, and I'm not gonna throw this in his face, and I'm gonna be soft, and I'm gonna be feminine, and I'm gonna really be this woman that my husband said I'm not." So she's setting herself up to be the woman for you that she haven't been for her man. And
Okay.
you're not even realizing that because you don't have no intentions on dating her or courting
Or
her or
anything,
having
right?
sex with her or nothing. You just need an ear. But a woman not thinking like that. If every day this is happening 5 days out of the week, you're taking lunch with her and you're confiding in her,
Okay.
by that third week, she already labeled you her man. We
It's
together.
so funny to me. I mean, I totally get it. I totally get it. But I promise you, man, it's like y'all connect dots, man, where there is no dots, But I know you are the majority. I know that you are not the exception. You are the rule. And I think that we have to deal with it like that because if this is the rule of thought, then every man needs to understand that there is no such thing as a casual conversation when it comes to the opposite sex. So if
Exactly.
and Brianna said, and so I guess nobody's gonna guess. And
Oh, the
Brianna,
number one reason, right? Nobody guessing.
yeah,
Nobody tried to guess the number one reason why somebody cheats.
and
I
so
can't guess it either, Brianna.
and it's gonna be so doggone.
What
Man,
is it?
listen,
I'm anxious to know what
the
it is.
falling out of love. The number one reason why people cheat is falling out of love. Sometimes,
You was
but
If you
not.
cheated, you was not in love anyway. You was not in love if you cheated from in the first place. That's dumb.
So
That's
so
dumb.
wait a minute. See, is that in love? I love you, but I ain't in love with you thing. See, that's
And
why
it
it's so
ain't you, it's me.
confusing. Yeah, I guess okay. So he loved you, but I
But
fell
he's
out of
not in
love with
love with you.
you.
There's no emotional connection there. There's no nothing you
Yeah.
do makes me. I don't think about you and I have butterflies no more. I don't see when I look at another girl walk past. It doesn't phase me because I'm so in love with you. You know what I'm saying? Like no, you wasn't in love with me when you cheated on me. No reason. You was if you cheated on me because of situation, because of bad sex, because of you angry. You was never in love with me. So why? I guess that would be the overall reason. I guess it is number one because it's
Okay.
overall. If you cheated on me, you was never in love with me.
Okay.
Period.
So I'm feeling Tiffany. I get what she's saying. So you were never in
Exactly. If you're
love,
never
and
in
you could
love, you
fall out
can't
of it.
fall out of love.
Okay, man. I get it. I listen. I get it because I'm the guy who says, you know what, love don't just cut on and off. Now there are different levels of love now. Now we got to understand that,
How
and
many levels is it?
man, I listen. Okay, so
I
I
just put
got to
you on the
count 'em.
spot. I just wanted to do that on
I'm gonna say you have the storage, you have philea, you have the eros, you have the agape. That's four, but I think
purpose. Is
it's
this all
five.
English?
These are Latin. They're Latin words.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't remember ever hearing those terms in the English dictionary.
So you got storage,
Okay.
which is like a
Need
friendship
my
love.
charger. My
Uh,
laptop dying.
you got you got the eros,
Keep
that's like
talking,
an
Eric.
erotic
I'll be
love.
right back. I gotta go get my charger. Sorry,
go
guys.
get go get your charger. So you have these different levels of love. Let's see. Brianna says, so in other words, they no longer feel accountable to you. Okay, got it. Yeah. So I mean, now I'm saying this is in reference to falling out of love. They feel like they're not accountable. I think at the end of the day, they have disconnected themselves and said, you know what, um, um, I am not accountable. I don't have to. There's no accountability. I have disconnected myself from you. Um, I don't have to worry about the what are you doing emotionally, or anything like that, because I have disconnected myself. And I really think that you have to, in order for you to say, well, I'm falling out, because to be in love with somebody is to say that you have some level of accountability with them. So you have to have disconnected the whole accountability part to even get to the point where you say, I don't love you. I mean, it's really saying like, okay, well, where you going tonight? I don't have to tell you where I'm going. And essentially what you're saying is, I don't love you no more. Okay, so
I don't love you no more.
I don't have to
That's a
be
song.
accountable to you anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to tell you where I'm going, and so, and when you get to that point, of course you can cheat on somebody.
Of
When of
course.
course you can.
Wait,
because
you're saying it's
because
acceptable or you're saying it's easy? But
you know,
with
I
no conscious.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it should be acceptable. I don't think it's gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying? But I do
If you
think
don't love a person no more, cheating on them is nothing. They ain't got no feelings for them. So in other words, they no longer feel accountable to you. Okay, got it.
so. Here's the thing. I mean, because it goes back to what Tiffany said. If the number one reason, based off of this Psychology Today report, is falling out of love is the number one reason. But then if we use Tiffany, where she says you were never in love in the first
If you can
place to
fall
fall
out.
out of it. So what
Mm.
are we saying here? You know what I'm saying? I
Well,
mean,
I think you can be in love with somebody. And okay, so even if we talk about cheating, the woman
okay.
is in love with you, so in love with you. but you're cheating on her and you're constantly cheating on her.
Okay.
Eventually, that feeling, those emotions, that feeling that she had for you dissolves. It not right away, but it starts to dissolve because you don't stop cheating on her. You don't
Right.
stop disrespecting her. So eventually it dissolves. So you can fall out of love with somebody. Love is an emotion. So your emotions can change. So once you continue to disrespect me, how much more can you disrespect me and I keep feeling the same way, have that same emotion for you that I once had before, but you keep disrespecting me. Eventually you're gonna not have that same emotion anymore. So I believe you can fall out of love. Your emotions can change for someone.
So there's a place where
Infatuations.
you can, and this is how I'm looking at it. You tell me what you think. There's a place where you can be in love with somebody, but you have also set some boundaries to say, you know what? Although I do love you, okay, my boundary says, that this is unacceptable behavior. Okay. And so where where you could so at this point you could be in love with somebody, you know what I'm saying, or maybe you can love somebody, but
Mm-hmm.
or you, I mean, I really love you, I really, but I am not going to allow this behavior to go on so I can move on, you know what I'm saying. So
When you're so in love with somebody, it's hard to move on right away. That's why not just women, that's why people put up with the cheating, sometimes. Like, because you want, one reason why people stay in relationships, in abusive relationships and cheating in, emotionally, physically, whatever, verbally abusive relationship, because you're so in love with this person. And sometimes it can be a mental thing, but then sometimes it can be that feeling of, I am so in love with this person. I know this person can change. I'm going to help this person change. I don't want to leave this person. I can't see myself without this. I can't live without this person.
right.
And then, like Eva said, infatuation. They're infatuated by with this person. So it's like, sorry, my light is going. I'm just having all kinds of technical difficulties over here tonight. All right. So there's my light. So
Wow.
So yeah, so I can so it can like be to where a point where you're just so in love with this person that you are kind of like your eyes are wide shut. You're not
Right.
you know they're treating you bad, but you're so in love with them, or you're so infatuated with them, or you're so comfortable with them. But that love is like, it's not, oh, I'm in love with them, and like I have this much this part of, I have like, I'm 50% in love with them and I'm 50% out. My one foot in, one foot out. It's either
Hmm.
10 toes down, or, you know what I'm saying, or not. So if you're in love with somebody, it's not a guess or a halfway. Either you are in love with them or you're not in love with them.
Right.
And I believe you can fall out of love because it's an emotion, like grieving. Like, you'll grieve for a period and then the grieving slows down. So I believe that emotion can go away. I mean, how many times I thought I was in love. I might not have been in love for real though, I ain't gonna lie, but I thought I was in love. And when we broke up, that love was gone. So like, you maybe I probably wasn't in love.
Now, I
I mean,
mean,
I'm
really,
just
you
saying.
be on. If you be totally honest with yourself, you're gonna say, you know what, I was never in love.
I don't know. Yeah, okay, I was in love. I was before. Okay.
And
I
listen,
was
I
before.
need that transparent moment because you told me, hey Eric, man, it's gonna be important that we be real transparent, and you ain't did that yet. So, and I need you to take some minute and give
Okay.
us
Okay. I have cheated before in a relationship.
what.
All right. I know, right? Me?
I didn't think you
Little
was
old
gonna
me.
go there. Okay.
I did. I have cheated before in a relationship. Okay, I've cheated before in two relationships.
Wow.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay. You can stop. You can stop. I was just kidding. I was just kidding. You don't have to say nothing else. Dang. Hey, listen, it's a such
No,
thing as
but
too
there's
transparent.
there's applicable reasons, okay?
Okay, okay, my bad, my bad.
There's reasons behind this. And I think
Okay.
I gave Elvis, don't be warning me, Elvis. All right, I'm human. I am human. Damn it. All right, so love and versus infatuation. Yeah, love versus infatuation. That's people are infatuated and they think they're in love. This is a
Right.
section of infatuation. Okay, so one reason why I cheated was when I was talking about, I spoke it up earlier, talking about like being in a domestic violence relationship.
Okay.
And, you're hoping that this person is right, but like mentally, you stand because it's mental. You know what I'm saying? That you're hoping this person get right, blah, blah. But then outside, you're working and you see somebody in the workplace and they're making you feel good and you're getting from that person what you're not getting from home. But at the same time,
Mm.
home is it's not comfortable, but it's comfortable. You know
It's
what
a
I'm saying?
comfort zone.
Like
Yeah.
your kids are there, you're whatever. This is home, and I want home to work. But at the same
Absolutely.
time, home is not health. It's toxic, but outside isn't toxic. So
Right.
yeah, so it was a bit of infidelity there. And then in my other relationship, was the same. It was like it was infidelity on his end, and a lot of it, you know what I'm saying. So no emotional support, no, he wasn't open, and I got everything that I was missing there from somewhere else.
Right.
So like it was kind of revenge, but then not revenge. I don't even say it was revenge. It was just I was missing something,
Right.
But I stayed with them. I could have left, but again, comfort.
Right.
So comfort made me stay, but everything else made me stray.
Right. Right.
Hey, comfort made me stay, but everything else made me stray.
No,
But
but that makes sense though. That makes sense because when you have that comfort zone, it's and because a bit of it is the fear of the unknown. Like even though it's a bad situation, you do know the situation because anything
mm-hmm,
else is going to be like, man, what would it be like for me to leave this comfort and do it,
right.
the other way? You know what I'm saying? Elvis, let's see what he says. He
If
said,
I
"I'm
have
a
to cheat it,
uh oh." Go ahead.
do you got it? Is it up?
Okay. He said, I'm a big believer in if I have to cheat in any way, we should split. Yeah. Yeah.
Easier said than done, Elvis. Everybody believe that. No, I was kidding. I just want to disagree with you because you've been disagreeing with me all night. But you're wrong, Elvis. All right, I don't agree with you at all. Okay.
I can see him. I can see him now. He processing right now. We processors. He coming back.
But no, I
No.
believe that too. I think if you do have to cheat on somebody, you should leave them. But like I said, it is easier said than done. Like we were talking about, it's comfort sometimes, and sometimes it's the cheating is just for the moment, and then he have no comeback. He got LOL. Look, sometimes cheating is just for the moment, and you're not planning on like spending the rest of your life with this person. You just
Right.
need that feeling for that moment. You need that comfort, that part of that type of comfort for the moment because you're not getting it from home. So it's not like you're planning on I'm gonna be with this person. This person's gonna be my man or my woman. But just at this moment, like the person said, that one whatever number that was, situations.
Hmm.
At this moment, I need this because of what's going on because my home is so toxic, but he or she's making outside so beautiful.
Mm.
But you don't know how this person really is once you get in a relationship with them. So you don't want to put yourself in that position to be in two toxic relationships. So like
Right.
it's
Right.
I'm gonna play here for a little bit, but I'm gonna stay here forever as long as
Right.
they allow me to stay here. So
Right. Yeah. I get it. Hey, so we're doing closing. We
we are. Oh yes, we be
okay.
going 2 hours. This will be an hour show, y'all. Y'all be keeping us going. We even changed the time to a later time, but
But this
and
is
I
good,
really
man. I
enjoyed it.
love
This
it.
is
Yeah.
yeah. We
I love it.
y'all be keeping us going on. We supposed to have one. We gonna have to change it to 2 hours. Podcast will be 2 hours, but but y'all be
But
keeping us going. But yes, let's do closing, Eric. What's your
all
closing?
right. You
And I'll feed off you.
okay, I got you. So first I want to say, man, thank you guys for hanging out here with us. It's definitely a pleasure to have it. I want to thank my lovely co-host SoSo Man, you make this thing so easy. You always got my back. But guys, here, this is my closing remarks. And so the deal is, listen, we relationships are hard, in itself. I have never been, talk to anybody, just, if you are in a place where you are really, in a committed relationship, you're going to be attacked in every single way possible. Infidelity is just one of those ways. Now, in relationships, we have what we call deal breakers. So I can understand infidelity, being a deal breaker. But what I want, in my closing remarks to, what I want to just kind of just reiterate is that no matter what that offense is, the offense has one purpose, and that is to destroy. Now, I will say that there's, I'm talking about in that, committed, holy matrimony, because I have a whole set of a different set of rules, for non, committed people, or, because listen, you have the opportunity to just, leave and do however you want to do, because there is no holy matrimony. But now, I got this saying that I say, I say that, you have done a holy thing. When you did holy matrimony, you did a holy thing, and that holy thing was not it for your spouse, or it was for your spouse, but the holy thing that you did was in reference to your spouse. In other words, you made a commitment, a covenant, before God, on the behalf of your spouse. So in order for you um to um to break that covenant, you have to go through, God, to break that covenant. Okay, so what I would want people to take, we had a nice fun conversation about cheating. What I would want you to take away from this is that relationships is going to be tough, that you're going to have your challenges, but put you some parameters in place, because knowing that is going to be this way at the beginning, go ahead and prepare yourself, and prepare yourself in a position to where you can say, you know what, if this thing comes up, then this is how we're going to handle it. That's my closing remark, because I started getting the echo.
Come on, preach up.
Well, thank you, thank you,
You ain't
thank
supposed
you.
to say, well, I'm not going to keep y'all long, but you sound like a preacher over there, Eric.
Well,
All right,
thank you,
my
thank
closing remark ain't gonna be that educated. So
you. You're so
no,
funny, man.
from Harvey. So
Oh.
so basically here's here. All right. If you feel like you cannot communicate with your partner, if you feel like sex is bad, if you feel like you're just not interested, I know it's always easier said than done than just say leave, because there's always some kind of ties, emotional ties, some kind of connection. Something's tying you together, whether it's kids, whether it's finances, whether it's whatever. It's something that's tying you together. But at the same time, all because you're with somebody don't mean that that's the somebody you're supposed to be with. All because you married somebody don't mean that that was the somebody you're supposed to marry. You went out on your own and picked that person. God didn't bring that person to you. So if you're unequally yoked, if your views are different, if you're one person can be have a high sex drive and somebody have a very low sex drive. So if the person's sex drive is low and yours is high, and you want to have sex every night and this person want to have sex once a week, then that ain't your person. You have to find, before you marry, make sure you're marrying your person. And if you feel like you got to go out and cheat, go get some counseling. If counseling don't work, then you're going to have to, like Usher said, be ready to sign them papers. Because if you either going to live toxic, unhappy, sad, and cheating, you're going to end up having another baby outside your marriage. Something's gonna happen. But you just figure it out. Don't if you feel like you gotta go cheat on somebody. And everybody who said they cheated, I know we've learned from our lesson from it. It didn't make us feel no better at the end of
Right.
the day. You know what I'm saying? Like we had that guilt. Some of us shared the guilt. I kept mad to myself. The person never knew, never even
Right.
assumed. All right, because I'm that. No, okay, but so
My game face wasn't good, so I had to.
I'm a horrible liar. So I'm that's glad I've never been asked if I've ever cheated because if he would have asked like, have you ever cheated on me, I probably would have showed my truth would have showed, but my lie would have came out. So thank God that never happened. But it don't feel good to cheat because you sleep with that guilt, and then you got to come home and lay next to the person who you just cheated on.
Mm,
And unless you have no conscience, unless you just have no care for this person, unless you just really do not like this person, then it ain't gonna bother you. But why come have that guilt? You know what I'm saying? Instead of just trying to communicate and be that person that you know what I'm saying, be the person that the person you marry want them to be. You know, and if you can't be that person, then you're not with the right person. So I don't believe in divorce. Well, I've never been married, but sometimes you just with the wrong person. So
absolutely.
leave, don't cheat. That's my thing now. We too old for that. Plus, there's too many stuff out here. You know what I'm saying? It's too much
Absolutely.
stuff out here.
That's
So that's
good.
my closing.
Man, once again, man, you nailed it. And I'm in total agreement with what you said. Um, total agreement. So, guys, listen, man, another successful show. We'll be back next Thursday,
Next Thursday at 8
8 o'clock.
p.m., baby.
Man,
Yes.
I
CST.
CST. That's it. So, guys, listen. Do us a favor. Tell everybody that you come in contact that it was a great show. Somebody just said it.
Cynthia. That's Cynthia
Cynthia,
said.
thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you, Cynthia.
We need to get some. We need to get sponsors so we can start sending out for these people that's been here, man, for this whole 2 hours.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We need to do something. So we hey Cynthia, if you ever want to come on the show, man, you're more than welcome to do it. And
Cynthia is
that's
like
Annabelle.
Cynthia. I've been on Cynthia. Cynthia's mom and my mom are best friends since 8th grade. So Cynthia
Wow,
is family.
wow, that's
She's
awesome, man.
family. Yeah.
You, yeah, you can tell. Listen, you don't. Thanks, Tiffany. Thanks. I really appreciate that. And I was gonna say, Miss Cynthia, listen, friendships like that, you don't they unheard of these days. So that is that is a blessed thing. Just even to know that there's still some people out there that understands the value of friendship. So
Yes.
that's a big deal.
Oh, thank you, Tiffany. I really enjoyed y'all putting me on, you know what I'm saying, like challenging my stuff. Brianna and Elvis, especially, I enjoyed you too.
And yeah,
Coming
special.
for you.
Listen, thank a special shout out to Rihanna and Elvis.
Y'all really had his back this week, but it's cool. It's cool. I love it. I love a challenge. I live for a debate. All right.
Man, that's awesome. So, guys, good night, and until next Thursday, we'll be back. So you got a radio show. Actually, you probably already you do a recorded program.
Yeah, so I've been on since 9 o'clock. This is actually my last show on the Nightly Praise tonight.
Okay.
On one power rejoice102.com if you listen on the internet, and it's 102.3 FM if you're listening on the regular radio. I'm usually on Mondays and Thursdays from 9 to 12, so y'all can still listen. But this is my last week. I will just be subbing for now on the Nightly Praise, and then I'm gonna eventually work, and I'm gonna get my own another show, but we're working on that now.
Okay.
So listen tonight. It's my last show. I just thought about it, I forgot.
The
But
magic.
guys,
Okay.
also before we leave, I want to let y'all know if you are in Chicago, we have a Black Women's Conference coming up March. Shoot. It's in March. I'm gonna post it. I posted it yesterday, but I gotta get the dates. I'm part of the social media campaign. I don't even know the dates. But I'm gonna get the dates for you. But it is in March. Now it's a Black Women's Conference. You can bring your men too because it's gonna be a lot of stuff going on. You're gonna have the paint and silk. We got a gala. We got a
Yeah.
'90s pajama jam going on. And then we have a lot of different conferences where, and I am a panelist, one of the panelists on talking about relationships.
Okay.
And also surprising, I am in the middle of writing a book. It's called Know
What?
Your Role.
Know your
Okay, so
role. Okay.
know your role. So I'm actually writing that. Also, so what are you doing? I actually just wrote a movie, and we're in rehearsal right now, and we'll be shooting. So my movie is going to be coming out in May. It's called Joey and Jordy, a hip hop love story. So please look out for that. It will be available on Amazon Prime. So y'all check your girl out. All right, follow me on my social media. So Latrice. All right, so go ahead. I just just tooted my own horn like 5 times because
But
nobody
let
else
me.
do it for
I'm
me.
gonna toot my home before we go out.
Go
We
ahead.
yeah. But just make sure I'm gonna be going live with actually Miss Brianna. She's a long friend of mine for man. You know, I knew her when
Thank you.
she probably 16, maybe 17 years
Oh
old,
wow.
and she
Well, she looks 20, so it wasn't that long. She look like she's like 19.
well, you know,
She known her for three
she
years.
I think it's she's Bohemian. I don't know. She's from Bermuda, and you know,
Ah,
everything's over there is exotic. So you know
beautiful.
she, and you know what? I know she's from the island, but I may be wrong about Bermuda, but I think I am right. But anyway, but we're gonna be doing a show called Family Values and the
Welcome.
Diary of the Modern Woman, and so
Ah,
now you talking about scared. I have never been scared to do a show, but I'm scared to do a show with her because I know that she does not hold back anything. And Brianna, just please be nice to me. Come on now. But I'm excited about that. So we're gonna be sharing the link. And so you know, y'all make sure that y'all come and
when is it?
show this is gonna be this Sunday coming up at 7 o'clock. Okay. And
Why this Sunday is could it be later?
oh man.
Okay, I'll probably have to watch the replay. I
See,
wanted to
don't
be
be
involved
scared.
so I could get on there in my
Uh
with my
uh
fingers.
she, so payback, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I want some payback.
It's gonna be great. And yeah, so but yeah, the don't be scared part. Yeah, it will be great, but I can't handle that don't be scared part. I That part that's there. So
I don't know why Eric like to go against us women, Brianna.
well,
But but anyway, we
I'm a
have to
glutton
wrap
for
up. It
punishment.
is 10 o'clock. Yeah, I think you just you know what I'm saying, you just like
I just like that.
you,
That's a whole nother show. That's a fetish of mine. So no, just kidding.
transparency is everything tonight.
Yeah,
But
let's just say good night before we get in trouble, okay?
exactly. We didn't get to read everybody comments, but if y'all want to see the comments, I put the post on. I always try to put the post on our Live with Eric and SoSo page and the page that we met up each other on, which is the Unfiltered group. So if you joined the Unfiltered group also, you will see the rest of the comments. But y'all, when I put it on our Live with Eric and SoSo page, comment on those posts because that's where we are trying to grow that page even more also. So I
Absolutely.
need y'all to get on that page, like, follow, share that page, invite all your friends to that page so we can grow and we can have more conversation and discussion. So I won't have to just jump on the Unfiltered page. I can just jump right on our Live and Eric and SoSo page. All right. So let's
Absolutely.
bring the content over there also. And then
Absolutely.
that's it. That's all I got.
That's it. That's all I got to. And good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you guys. Gluten for punishment.
Oh man.